From the world's biggest offshore wind farm to a controversial canal that threatens political stability in the Black Sea, these are the top 8 megaprojects in Europe. Number 8. Istanbul Canal, $10.15. Situated at the crossroads between Europe and Asia, the city of Istanbul in Turkey is located at one of the most strategic locations in the world. The city itself is built on either side of the critical Bosphorus Strait that connects the Black Sea to the Mediterranean and to the rest of the world's oceans. This natural waterway, on its own, sees more ships pass through it compared to the Panama and Suez canals combined. However, despite being completely within Turkish borders, Turkey actually doesn't benefit from the strait financially. This is because of an international treaty that Turkey signed back in 1936 called the Montreux Convention that regulates its use. The agreement ensured Turkey's neutrality during World War II by heavily restricting the access of warships in the strait, and it also guaranteed free access to all civilian vessels. As one of the world's busiest shipping routes, the strait is oftentimes congested to the point wherein ships usually have to wait days just to pass through it. The Turkish government is building the Istanbul Canal to reduce shipping traffic. It will be a 45-kilometer-long waterway that costs around $15 billion. Construction started in 2021 and will take 7 years to finish. The canal will bypass the Bosphorus, and some experts think it may challenge the Montreux Convention. It could potentially give Turkish allies like the United States access to the Black Sea and allow Turkey to charge fees for passing vessels. Number 7. Hornsea 3 and 4, $19.2 billion. The United Kingdom is the second largest producer of offshore wind power in the world. After China, it has 4 out of the 5 largest offshore wind farms globally. The Hornsea projects 1 and 2 are the largest, located in the North Sea, 80 kilometers east of the English coast. Together, they generate 2.6 GW of power, enough for 3 million UK homes. The wind farms cover an area of 870 square kilometers, about half the size of London. The country's offshore wind farms are not yet at their goal of 50 GW by 2030. To reach this goal, they are planning to build newer and bigger wind farms, like Hornsea 3. Hornsea 3 is under construction and will be finished by 2027. It will generate 2.8 GW of power through 230 wind turbines. Hornsea 4 will have more power than Hornsea 1 and 2 combined. It is in the planning stage and will be located northwest of Hornsea 1. Construction will start in 2023 and it aims to be operational by 2027. Number 6. Energy Islands of Denmark, $30 billion. Denmark has a lot of experience with offshore wind farms. They built the world's first one in 1991, which helped develop the technology. Wind power now makes up almost half of Denmark's energy production, the highest in the world. Denmark plans to build the world's first energy islands by 2030, connecting offshore wind farms to the country and neighboring countries. This will be their biggest construction project ever. Denmark will build 2 big wind farms in the North and Baltic Seas. They will create an artificial island in the North Sea as a central hub with a capacity of up to 10 GW. The island of Bornholm in the Baltic will be the second hub with a capacity of 3 GW. This project will increase Denmark's wind energy capacity by 7 times. Construction may start in 2024. Number 5. European Route E39, $30.6 billion. Norway's coastal geography is rocky and mountainous, making navigation difficult. The European Route E39 aims to solve this problem by providing an easier path along the coast. However, the 1,300 kilometers long route still doesn't create a continuous path due to sections across water. Traveling the entire route would require 7 ferry connections and take at least a day. Number 4. Grand Paris Express, $38 billion. The Paris Metro is very busy, with 4 million passengers daily. It has iconic entrances from the early 1900s. Paris has a lot of traffic and wants to improve infrastructure for commuters. The Grand Paris Express is a big project to improve traffic in Paris. It will add new subway lines and extend existing ones. The project started in 2015 and will continue until 2030. It will create 200 kilometers of new tracks and 68 new stations, serving 2 million more passengers every day. Number 3. Hinckley Point C Nuclear Power Station, $47 billion. Nuclear power plants are expensive to build and decommission. The Hinckley Point C nuclear power station in the UK was met with mixed opinions, but had financial backing from French and British energy companies. Hinckley Point C is a new nuclear power plant that will replace old and inefficient plants. It was supposed to be finished in the early 2020s, but there have been many delays. One of the financial backers withdrew in 2013 due to rising costs. The COVID-19 pandemic made things worse with supply chain issues and fewer workers. The project is still under construction and now expected to cost $47 billion. The price has more than doubled, and the completion date is now 2028. Number 2. High-Speed 2, $132 billion. The high-speed train between London and the Channel Tunnel opened in 2007 and was very successful. It was built on time and under budget, reducing travel time between London and Paris. Because of this success, the British government planned a second high-speed line called High-Speed 2 in 2009. High-Speed 2 will be built in 2 phases, London to Birmingham, and Birmingham to Manchester and East Midlands Parkway. The estimated budget is $132 billion, making it the largest transport investment in over a century. Construction started in 2020 with viaducts and tunnels. It will be completed in the early 2030s. Number 1. Trans-European Transport Network, $625 billion. The European Union has a well-connected transport system that makes it easy to travel between countries. The Schengen area allows free movement between 27 European countries without border controls. The EU is planning to create a comprehensive transport network across the continent to further improve travel. The Trans-European Transport Network is a long-term project that will consist of roads, railways, airports, seaports, waterways, and telecommunications infrastructure that would solidify the EU as a single interconnected entity. The entire project will be divided into 9 different sections called core network corridors that would cover all major population centers across Europe. The entire project is estimated to cost as much as $625 billion and is envisioned to be completed by 2050. One notable part of this ambitious vision is the Fehmarn Belt Tunnel that will connect the German island of Fehmarn to Lolland in Denmark. The project started back in 2021, and once completed in 2029, it will become the world's longest road and rail tunnel. This vital piece of infrastructure would drastically reduce the travel time between the Danish capital of Copenhagen to the German city of Hamburg and the rest of continental Europe. Another interesting part of the project is the Mont Cenis-based tunnel, which will cross the Alps and connect Italy and France through high-speed rail. It is part of the Greater Lyon-Turin Rail Link project meant to bring together both countries' rail networks for easier trade and travel. At a length of 58 kilometers, the Mont Cenis-based tunnel is set to become the world's longest rail tunnel once it is completed sometime in 2030. Which project are you most excited to see? Let us know in the comments. Watch our video about the top 10 megaprojects in the USA for more similar projects. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.